今日は大きな一番だと自分でも位置づけています。浦部さん、それがこの第1ラウンドからですね、伝わってきますね。
Most people watch a fight and see a winner. I watch a collision and hear a structural exit. We aren't here for the lights, the crowds, or the judges' scorecards. We are here for the moment the laws of physics become undeniable. When a fist travels at these speeds, it ceases to be a punch. It becomes a ballistic projectile. We've analyzed the frequency of the trauma, the millisecond where the air compresses and the skeleton yields. From clinical head kicks to the muzzle blast of a heavyweight cross, these aren't just finishes. They are cranial shutdowns. Watch the frame, but listen for the moment the base liquefies. This is the science of the shutdown. Jung entered Octagon Selection 40 as the underdog, facing a relentless grappler in Aitkul. The backlash was intense, but Jung brought a ballistic solution. As Aitkul dipped for a shot, Jung timed a knee that landed with the weight of a sledgehammer. Just listen to the sound of that blow. The impact created a structural compromise that bypassed the mind entirely. Aitkul didn't just fall. His motor functions unplugged by the sheer impulse of the hit. Pure finality.
Aitkul бірден қашықтықтан шабуыл жасай бастайды.
Габариты Сундеда, это на самом деле габариты нет.
Carol versus Sophia. Before this jungle fight 114 clash, Sophia had a reputation for an unbreakable chin, built on years of gritty brawls. Carol, known as Annabelle, systematically dismantled that legend with a staccato pulse of combinations. The rain of knockouts was a relentless barrage that fractured Sophia's defensive rhythm. The final hook produced a percussive resonance that triggered a total neural overload. Kehoe entered the 2025 Knockouts as a heavy favorite with a technical kickboxing background. Nao's reach was supposed to be the equalizer, but Kehoe staged a surgical intervention in the third round. He delivered the Japanese sweet dreams via a clinical knee to the jaw. The dry, splintering crack was the sound of a total structural compromise, causing an immediate vestibular collapse. Nao's base was liquidated. Han was the veteran test for the rising technical star Yeo At. Han didn't wait for the judges. He hunted for a structural exit from the opening bell. He fired a smashing face kick that landed with the velocity of a muzzle blast against the temple. The resonance signaled a total cranial shutdown, leaving Yeo anchorless and unplugged.
빠르게 들어왔습니다. 한상권.
신중한 모습을 보여주는 한상권.
The jungle fight was the backlash for this high-stakes, strawweight collision. The champion used a staccato movement to mask her real intent. He delivered a right head kick that produced a percussive resonance, bypassing his opponent guard entirely. His opponent equilibrium was lost to a surge of neural overload before he hit the mat. His base liquefied under the impact. Einod versus Anglicus. Einod identified a microlapse in Anglicus's lead hand defense. This was a surgical overhand delivered with maximum rotational torque. Just listen to the sound of that blow. It sounded like a .38 caliber discharge against the jaw. The impact triggered a structural compromise, leaving Anglicus anchorless and unplugged before he touched the mat.
Oh! Huge spinning back fist into the powerbomb! What a knockout from Jaden Einod!
He brought an elite amateur pedigree to facing the aggressive opponent. His opponent pushed the pace, but his timing was a technical masterpiece. He caught his opponent with a preemptive overhand right that created a massive kinetic discharge. The sound was a singular, explosive pop, a cranial shutdown that rendered Phillips anchorless.
自分でも位置づけています。ブラブさん、それがこの第1ラウンドからですね、伝わってきますね。
ダメだ。
The trash talk ended the moment the bell rang. This was about silencing a loud mouth with a louder sound. Didn't just land a hook, he triggered an ultra-fast structural exit. A lead hook is a short-range weapon. It doesn't need a lot of space to build a lethal charge. The impact produced a total neural overload, and the sound tells you everything. The opponent's jaw just became a jigsaw puzzle.
Это нокаут, мне кажется.
Потерял равновесие, правда, но это нокдаун 100%.
Но тяжелый.
His opponent or speed was legendary, but his experience delivered a ballistic counter. He ended the exchange with an overhand that sounded like a gunshot. The impact caused a total structural compromise. This is the highest velocity strike in combat sports. The heel is a solid bone mass moving at 60 miles per hour. When it hits the cranium, the sound echoes off the rafters. That's the sound of a career changing forever.
Это на самом деле может сыграть с ним очень плохую, конечно же, шутку. Снова попадает и вырубает! Азамат Бахыда одерживает победу!
This is it. The legendary double spin. The world thought this was a movie stunt until they heard the report. Daryl Verdonk creates a sonic boom. The sound is so sharp, so violent, that the referee almost flinched. It's a 50 caliber impact in a 4-ounce glove world. The physics shouldn't allow it, but the sound proves it happened. Basically a death wheel.